Hello everyone, first name's General, last name's Anobeats, and today we'll be going over what type of loadout you should have if you're playing zombies for the first time on World at War. Even though COD zombies have been around for a decade and a half, if you're new, welcome to the party. Well, the after party I guess, since zombies is a dying game mode and you've picked one hell of a time to jump in. Since each map is different, and even more so for the World at War maps, we'll be going over what loadout you should be using in each map since there are different goals for different types of players. Mainly there will be about 3 different types of loadouts per map since there are 3 different types of players with their own goals. Goals being a short playthrough focused on just killing zombies and usually lasting for about 25 rounds. About your typical playthrough lasting about an hour. Players who like doing Easter eggs, if there are major Easter eggs available, which there are not for World at War, but we'll get to that in other titles. And high rounders. The setup for the first 2 categories will be based on personal experiences, while high round loadouts will be based on strategies that world record holders use on their runs. And with that out of the way, let's get straight into Nacht or Untoten. Nacht or Untoten, or Night of the Dead, is the first map to release for zombies and as a result is a very simple map to play. It only consists of 3 areas that are separated by 3 doors and a singular mystery box location on the map. Regardless of what type of playthrough you'll be going through on this map, points are going to be one of your most valuable assets because even though the box is the only thing you're going to be wasting your points on, you're going to be hitting that box a lot, like you hit your wife. Depending on if you ran out of ammo for the M1911 in the starting room, you'll need to buy the M1A1. The first or second gun you should be buying is the Thompson SMG on the wall inside of the mystery box room. This will be your go-to gun for getting points and should not be gotten rid of until later on in the game due to the ammo being cheap and accessible, like your mom. With the lack of a pack-a-punch machine and double tap 2.0, your main goal is to find a gun that is capable of sustaining you for the latter half of your game. If you're going for a short and sweet game of Nacht, you're going to want the Browning or MG42 as your secondary since their large capacities and decent damage for lower rounds make them an excellent choice for camping where the grenade buyable is at. Although you do not want to have them in both weapon slots because once you have to reload both weapons at the same time, you might as well just turn around and spread your ass cheeks for the conga line of zombies heading right for you in that corner. You'll probably want to keep the one LMG and swap out your Thompson for a ray gun if you so happen to pull it from the box. Most guns should be good to replace the Thompson, but your main concern is to replace it with a viable weapon that you can quickly switch to if you have to reload your LMG. If you're going for high rounds, then God bless your soul, because your ass is going to be planted in that seat for at least 7 hours. Like the previous loadout, you're going to want to go for the Thompson since you need points to get the flamethrower from the box since it has infinite ammo and does decent damage regardless of the wave number. And it's amazing when paired up with insta-kill. The flamethrower will be your bread and butter for high rounds on this map, but something to note is that you will need to be proficient in training to use this to use this weapon efficiently. Reason being is that when you're fired, reason being is that when it fired, reason being in the beginning. Reason being is that when the weapon is fired, it has a short period of time before the weapon will overheat, meaning you can't use it to shoot every single zombie you see when you see it. Meaning the best way to shoot this weapon is into a horde of zombies to maximize each burst. The secondary weapon is up to personal choice as the only weapon to do reliable damage is the flamethrower in the later rounds. I've been playing zombies since the release of Black Ops 1 and decided to make this video after seeing a small revival of the zombies community. The main drive for the community revival is a lot of people just wanting to replay some of these older games based on our feelings of nostalgia, and I'm all for it. And like with any stir up of the community, there's going to be some people who will be playing these games for the first time, and hopefully this video will give those people some insight on how to play the game, as well as provide some content for longtime players looking for some nostalgic gameplay. I plan on going through each game of the Traeger Zombies roster since those are the most popular titles for COD Zombies. Well, most of them are. And depending on if there are enough people who want to see me do other studio written editions of Zombies, I'll be going back for those as well. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, I hope you've enjoyed and stay tuned for the next one, if I decide to make it.